hurt. That's all. Everybody's still missing. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck is my voice? Right there, they want to pass me the ball. That's what the ball talking on. Solid. Come on in here. Where about? Had a bad couple times, 91 pounds. Oh, it's all right though. It's all good. That shit.
Alright, let's get it, boys. We need a performance.
Play the ball, bitch. They missed the dunk. Bad.
Playing slick. Playing slick, man.
That's just quarter. How tall are that? Definitely, you got
No pass lead. That's just you being ass because you felt like being ass. That's what's real crazy. You had a business decision to make. Many days I want to you, want to you.
feel in the most senses you got.
It's a good looking run. I'll say this, I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always wanted to do it. When that starts to click, they always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies out front.
This damn headset about to die.
Wants to throw one to the middle. He gets there, and they get him down to the 15-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Hey, you wasn't in my way. I
They'll
did
move
a
to wide
steal
receiver.
trying to see something.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown,
I feel like my
Georgia.
name.
Made the grab in the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Collier. Keeps it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started.
No, I'm saying them up. I'm saying them up every time. I don't give a fuck.
The other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive. So it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Smith. Creates a little room. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
That was what?
Finding open areas. Speeding down the left side. Pass to Tech.
I get my own
Away
put.
from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there.
That's a
They've
bum.
recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was
He goes
good to
ahead.
finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
Hey, stay,
Ball was
Daddy.
coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God to this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Come on, why that right? It's a lot in the middle.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gave
Good
him
God, I
it
can't
and
even make
now
a
they
shot.
have a
Everybody
really good
just
field
into the.
position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
On the direct snap, it's Collier. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That was you down, you
In
want.
the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Good
No,
play.
that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. A
All right,
solid
well.
pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. The play action fake. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Looking to the big tight end. Got it on the outside. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knowles.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bender. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bender. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Shakes off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Smith. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Direct snap. It's Smith. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. And the Noles will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good, man. You in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Wide open downfield. Wide open on the right. Finds a little space. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And the Dogs will go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bender. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Second down. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bender. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Bender. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Flicks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Pulls it in, it's Bender. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
We needed that. They needed to punch punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Zips it out to his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Steps Taps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Collier. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Bender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage.
He's going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Jacksonville State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Fires to the right. Got his man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is.
He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bender. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Everett. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Collier. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to put the field position with the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. Here's some pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot and it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got it in the middle. It's Everett. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Plows through the defense. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Georgia going up tempo. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Taylor wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Powell. At the 20, he's got space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll send the back in motion. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Send the tight end in motion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Seminoles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He might want another play. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Taylor. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Noles.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They'll run play action. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Quarterback making adjustments. Got a man. It's Bender. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's